Hello, everybody. This is Aaron Holloway. I'm just going to give you some highlights for a book I recently read, Max Farmer's Grim Beginnings. These are things that I liked about the book and that really stood out to me as unique about it. One of the two. So first thing is it's a portal fantasy, which already puts it kind of up on my list in terms of LitRPG. I'm a big fan of portal fantasies. Others are great. Other types of stories are great, but portal fantasies are kind of where my heart is. The story itself does not lose focus on the actual plot for the game system, which can sometimes be an issue, particularly with new portal fantasy writers in the LitRPG genre. My second highlight is the story gets into the portal world rather fast without sacrificing much setup. We very much get a feel that the main character has a life. We very, very quickly get a feel for who they are, what they're about, all that stuff. And then, boom, they're in the next world and all this stuff happens to them. And so that is a really good thing in my opinion, because sometimes portal fantasies, they can kind of drag their feet a little bit before they get to the actual place because they want to build up all the setup. Max does a really good job of just getting there. Third highlight is the main character has an interesting and somewhat unique introduction to the world with a fascinating big bad or big good guy. We're not really sure if the demigod that summoned him to this world is either good or bad. And that question is kind of building tension throughout the whole series. And personally for me, that's kind of the big question, right? Is Max's main character helping the bad guys, or is he helping the good guys? And we're not really sure. And for me, that's the big question. My fourth highlight is the main character gets into the world and gets thrown into the middle of a war between some bad-A orcs and some real nasty gnolls. Obviously, savagery and hijinks and all kinds of side quests and progression happen in the story, which I find fascinating. I really liked the inclusion of kind of non-traditional classes that we wouldn't necessarily consider for orcs were included. I'm not going to spoil what those classes are, but they were really interesting, and I liked that aspect. Overall, the book is a fantastic addition to the genre, a fun romp through a game world with high stakes and awesome fights, all with the fascinating backdrop of an epic fantasy game system-esque world that the story doesn't lose sight of, which sometimes can be a problem with portal fantasies, particularly new writers. That was an issue with me at first, right? The system kind of, at first, anyway, that was an issue I struggled with at the beginning when I was first writing. Bonus points. Max, get bonus points from me for making this PG-13. Thank you for that. The book doesn't shy away from adult topics and subjects, but it does address them in a tactful way that I personally appreciated. And seeing as I did listen to this on audio, the narrator Armin Taylor knocked this out of the park. They did a great job. Voicing all the different characters, bringing them to life. A really, really good job. And honestly, yeah, I would give this a shot. If you are looking for a good portal fantasy action-adventure story, this is right up your alley. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.